So it's only 11 in the morning and I just finished recording the last episode, so I thought why not just follow it up with another one straight after that. Oh shit. Because I feel like all riled up and ready to talk in English and stuff, so I think it's gonna be easy to record this episode. But I mean, that won't make me slack on my commentary, hopefully. But let's just get straight into it again. Episode 23 this is gonna be already, I think, then. Amazing. Really making progress on putting a lot of content out there, huh? There's no areas down here that we're able to clear, I think, except for these ones, of course, but I don't have to pay attention to that, therefore. Is this an area that we still could do? I think it might be, because of the red outlines, and then there's one over here as well. This looks like a really big area. Mirkwood. Isn't that where Legolas is from? I'm not sure, but we'll find out in a couple of episodes probably. I'm gonna do this one because this one is the closest to here where I wanted to start. So I'm gonna just work my way to the Black Gate. Awesome, let's get into this.
The fertile forest that marks the border between the lands of Rohan and Gondor. This land is rich in resources.
Awesome. I'm gonna start this one off with a quote from the same book that I talked about in the last episode.
Destroy all Isengard forces.
I don't think I even have to still state the title because I'm sure all of you know by now. I'm gonna make a controversial decision and get Pippin, I was gonna say Merry, but it's Pippin of course, out there with our elite squad, because he can throw some rocks, so he's kind of ranged too, I guess, because I want to try and get him to level up some levels as well. The standard start for the rest, just like economy buildings, a fountain, there we go, easy enough. Let's get this dough, bread, and all that comes with it. So as I said, I'm gonna start the episode with a quote from the book I was talking about, and that quote is by Ryan Nicodemus. Completely butchered that last name, but I'm sure he'll forgive me if he sees this one day, which is probably never gonna happen, but you never know, I guess. Alright, I don't wanna have Pippin be my front line, but sure. So he is like the co-writer of the book. He has all these little footnotes on some sections of the book where he says something that he wants to get out there as well. It's quite an interesting concept of writing. Like Joshua or Mr. Milburn writes the novel, but Ryan co-wrote it actually, and that's pretty cool. His quote was, "Discontent starts setting in when you start living life for everyone but yourself." And that's, again, short, simple, but really powerful. Alright, we're gonna have to pay some attention right now because I think this is easily able to go south over here. I don't remember this, but let's try it. Look at him go, look at him go. That's effective, that's cool. He has something else, so that's the same as the Rohan guy has. The Rohan guy, King Theoden, of course, I mean. Oh! Wasn't paying attention. No problem though, we can just respawn him, I think. Alright, and these guys are getting some action for themselves as well. Wow, he's expensive. But I guess we should get some economy buildings going first before we actually revive him again, huh? Let's just get all of this going easy enough. Let's make sure they don't die over here because they're in the middle of the action. But yeah, that quote. I'm not gonna repeat it, I hope you guys remembered it. I'm sorry for all these tangents that I'm going on all of a sudden, but... Oh. You should be fine though, right? Yeah, they're fine. Alright. We can get these guys to help him out. You can have some bacon after the battle, buddy. So, the quote, really interesting. It was after a small passage about having to like get up early for work and everything, and just kind of wasting his life on work, which is like a big part of the book, of course. But well, I say of course, but you guys probably won't know this because I don't think it's that well known of a concept, minimalism, and it's not gonna be that known of a book either, therefore probably. But it was an interesting read, and that's important. Like it's really gonna stay with me for the rest of my life, I think, because it was that interesting, just their vision on life. But yeah, discontentment starts setting in when you start living life for everyone but yourself. So that like ties into what I said in the last episode about motivation, I guess. I guess this episode's gonna be about contentment. Not content, because I mean, as you know, I know enough about content already, you know, because I mean, episode 23 already, like that's a lot of content, guys. But anyway, contentment. A feeling of just generally a great feeling, I think that kind of means, and like being satisfied with what you... He can summon the army of the dead when he's level 10, that's cool. Could we have 2 armies of the dead? But yeah, when you start living life for everyone but yourself, and that's kind of what the corporate world... I'm gonna sound like an edgy teen now, but that's kind of like what the corporate world is striving for you to do, I think. You gotta live for them, not for yourself. You gotta get those numbers out there, you gotta just... Yeah, you gotta work, and you gotta live for their purpose and not for your own purposes, because you're just like this kind of pawn in their company. This is like a really depressing vision almost, probably, but it has to be said, like, again, sounding like an edgy teen, but life pretty much is you study, you work, and you die, and that's it. But minimalism is kind of a way to find some time in all of that for yourself and satisfy yourself, actually. And that ties into what I said last episode about intrinsic motivation. Internal, I mean. Like, you gotta think about what you want for yourself and not for everyone else, because then discontentment is gonna be setting in. Instead of just going to work each morning with the car through your insanely annoying commute, probably. For example, walk to a station or something and go to work that way. That'll change a lot up already. Or instead of like coming in on the weekends because they needed someone desperately and they wouldn't be able to stay open otherwise, like take some time for yourself this weekend. Take a weekend off. I know that's probably not possible at all, because I'm not in the working world myself yet, so I don't know how everything goes in there, but I can imagine it's not gonna be that easy. But still, I'll focus on this building, please. This is gonna take so long. But yeah, take some time for yourself sometime. We have improved the smithy. And in that time for yourself, you can of course do whatever you want. Like, if you wanna read some books, for God's sake, read some books. But if you wanna like get a really different experience from what you're used to, I would advise just sitting in a chair or something, or lying on bed even, doesn't matter, and just don't do anything. Put away books, your phone, put away everything, and just be alone with yourself for a while and your thoughts. Because I think that could be really eye-opening, that experience. You're amazed at how many things you can achieve by just introspection, which is like thinking on your own. And it's interesting. It's an interesting experience. It's an eye-opener, a life changer. It feels like meditation a bit, kind of, I think, but I don't know about that either, because I've never done a kind of meditation thing. But it's definitely interesting. It's definitely an interesting way to approach life for a second, just like not doing anything. This is another new one, isn't it, as well? Elendil. Cool. Aragorn is an epic character. Some may say he is the main character of the series, actually. Because sure, Frodo and Sam play a big part and stuff, and they are the ones that eventually end the evil, but it's also about Aragorn's story of reclaiming his rightful throne as the king of Gondor. Spoiler alert, I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, contentment. You gotta do something you love as well to reach contentment, I think. Because if you just like do work that you don't even like, you're never gonna find contentment, I think. If you do work just for the money, you're never gonna find contentment, I think. If you hate your colleagues, if you hate the area where you work in, if your office is boring, if you don't see any outside light for an entire day because of your work or something, I don't think you're ever gonna find contentment. I think you need to set up some boundaries where there's like this boundary of how far work can influence your life. And I'm doing that with studies as well now. Like I'm setting my own boundaries kind of. Sure, I do work a lot for school, but sometimes you just gotta relax and you just gotta do what I said earlier and just sit in a chair and think. Not work for school, not scroll on your phone or anything, just think. Or read a book. Reading a book is also a great way to like just calm your mind down and stuff. Another thing I do to excuse me, calm my mind down is play Tetris. I think it's a great way to like get my mind heated up to do some work, get my cognitive capacities on the rise because I gotta react fast and gotta do a lot of analytical thinking and stuff, but still it also calms me down, because I mean, as I talked about like 20 times already, it's kind of a psychedelic experience almost clearing those lines. Everyone is getting a lot of abilities that I don't remember at all, but sure, awesome. Now as you can see, I have had this unlocked for a while now, but I don't want to use it yet because I want to use it to really do some damage to them, so I'm sparing it for when I reach their encampment. I guess maybe I should build something here just so that they can build anything here, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Gimli, you can trigger this real quickly so that we can do that. Alright, contentment. I think the biggest part of contentment is probably your own doing. Like, it's probably something that you have to recognize its importance on your own. Like, people can tell you like, oh, you're unhappy, well, just do these kind of things, but that'll never be what actually makes you happy, probably, because I think a lot of people gain happiness and contentment therefore from different things. For example, I can gain contentment from sitting in a chair and thinking, but other people can gain contentment from just scrolling on their phone endlessly, which is something I'm trying to not do anymore. Alright, here we go. Do they still damage buildings? Alright, no, they kind of damage buildings, don't they? Awesome. Not that fast or anything, but sure. Let's get all of our ends to throw rocks and get this building out of the way. Let's get our army of the dead to kill some more bin. Well, they have a really short time. That's what I thought. That's probably fair as well, isn't it? Because I think they're just... I'm gonna say it. I think they're just straight up overpowered, huh? Because they do so much damage to anything that crosses their paths. But it is the most expensive power, so I guess they should be like really strong, because otherwise it wouldn't be worth sparing up all those points to get it. This is gonna be another easy mission, another episode with some insightful commentary, but I do feel like I've been lacking the hype kind of thing I want to do, and I think that's just because I've been focusing on what I'm talking about too much. But I'm sure that in the future, if I continue doing this, I will be able to find the balance. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to, like, get these guys back out here, because apparently there's eagles in this region? Eagles, huh? Eagles in this area. Where could they be hiding? Probably up here somewhere is a possibility as well. What's happening? What are these guys doing? They almost died, all of them, didn't they? Oh no, they're just... What? Why are they here? I think the eagles will probably be up here, so I'm just gonna let Gandalf go up here. I think he should be the one to contact the eagles as well, huh? I didn't build anything here yet. Sorry for shutting up for a brief second there, but I was kind of stressed out about everything. Let's get some towers going. Let's get a fountain going here as well. Some more towers. Is Mary fine? Yeah, he'll be fine, right? Gandalf's up here. Where are those eagles? Are they gonna be up here? And is it gonna be the eagles that I'm thinking of? Because that would be pretty insane, huh? There is a treasure chest over here. They should be like up here or somewhere, right? Because I don't know where they would otherwise be. That's gonna be epic if it's like those big eagles. The enemy has an encampment here. Oh. They do have a lot of encampments this mission, don't they? Interesting, interesting. These guys are fine. You guys can destroy this encampment. Are they gonna be behind here? That doesn't seem logical to me. No, they're not over here. Are they behind our encampment? That would be even weirder. No, that's not possible. Oh, maybe up here. Oh, that seems logical. Up here, up here, up here. Let's go. Let's look. Let's look up there if that's where they are, huh? They have to be up here. They're not up here. Where are they? I'm kind of confused. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of confused. There's some wargs over here, sure. Where are they? Let's try this one. That was amazing. Alright, I wish we would have used it over here though, but I think we're just gonna do this. And that should clear these guys out a bit. I've explored every single part of the map except for this part over here. I'm in confusion stage 3 right now. They're not gonna be able to destroy this at all. Well, still, it cleared out their entire army. I'm gonna build a base over here so that they can't do that. The eagles in this area. This episode has been going on for 20 minutes now, but I'm gonna cut out a lot of parts probably, because I mean, me just looking for eagles is not gonna be that interesting. I don't even think it's gonna matter, because we're never gonna get the total victory, because we can't do this because of our maxed out command points. But still, let's find these eagles. I looked it up, and some people are saying that apparently I was probably just not fast enough and that they died already, but they should have been like up here somewhere. That's pretty sad, because I really would have wanted to get some eagles, but I'm sure they wouldn't have carried over to the next mission, right? But yeah, that's quite sad, but I'm not gonna like restart this mission because I've been playing for like a while now, and I wanna start working for school, because that will give me some more contentment. Therefore, I do not mean it will give me more contentment than recording, because I don't think that's true. But still, it's gonna make me happy to work for school, because I'm as I said, I found my motivation to work for school again a bit, but that doesn't mean that my grades are gonna be automatically better or something, because we just have so much work that we have to do. But sure, I'll try. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do some study of the human functions. It's gonna be about language. The mission isn't over yet. Where do they have another encampment? Where do they have another encampment? Interesting.
We must fight with courage.
Because
That must be the enemy. We must stay together. Be on your guard.
if it is this guy that is stopping us from completing this mission, I would... Alright, it's right here, look at that. With a bang. Alright, it's not effective on buildings. I should have foreseen that probably. We'll clear out the mission without any casualties, so that's great. I want to thank you all a lot for watching. For watching part 23 already. This is probably gonna go up like next weekend or something. And yeah, thanks a lot. Still hope to see you in the next one as always. Did we talk about motivation this episode? Jesus, no. Contentment. I have the memory of a small peanut. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.